And air conditioning, those are two good things to have, and we've got both here at State Farm Stadium, just west of downtown Phoenix. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. A fairly short kick from the 14, and he won't quite make it to the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4. And it was the visiting Cardinals who came away with the victory. So now they've got a chance here to sweep the season series if they can get the victory in Glendale. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again on the ground with Hunter. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. This defense for the Rams, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The Cardinals in 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Shotgun now from Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunter. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up second down at the 12.
To throw on second down, Carter. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone, so they can use something here on third down. To throw from his end zone, Carter. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cards are going to take possession of the football. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space there. They elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
Hunter. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 7, Rams nothing.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Carter. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
They're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Rams will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, We saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And the tight end goes in motion left. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Now Carter throwing on 4th down. He finds Pierce. It's complete. And he is going to have the Rams first down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk. 17 yards there on 4th down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved. Murray now to throw.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. To throw, it's Murray. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
40 yards on the ground for him so far.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Operating from the gun. Carter. And it's caught. Touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams are an extra point away from drawing level. Now for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to get this out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
To throw on second and 6. Murray. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
To throw is Murray. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
That's good for Cardinals. First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
First down, Murray. He completes it to Hunter. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Rams are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well. Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
First down, Los Angeles.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd and 1. And he's got Pierce. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me for? It's my turn now to make the big play, and that's exactly what he did.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some room to run now. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp as the first half is winding down. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Cardinals 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 30 on second down, Murray. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A final shot before half from Murray. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
The 35-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Carter looking to throw on 2nd down. He finds his man, complete. That's Bishop.
Carter's pass.
In today's football, the receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage. When you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Back to throw is Carter from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Got that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Carter now to throw on 2nd down. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. And the Rams first down.
Back to throw. Carter. Throw left side complete. That's Bishop. Touchdown, LA! A great play there. 32 yards. And the Rams go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
Rams 21, Cardinals 7.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Pulls it in at the 13. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball beat out.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second
and they'll run it with Hunter.
39-yard line.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
That's good.
A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Taken down at the 47-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's Hunter. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Murray now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Rams are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Here's Carter, throwing to start the drive. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Carter. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Cards are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now on 2nd and 13. Murray. He's got Renfro on the out route. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now Murray's got to have this one. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, the 40.
And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now Carter looking to throw on 2nd down. He finds his man complete. It's Bishop.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Carter to throw on 3rd down. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On fourth down, Carter. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for the Cardinals.
Murray now on first down. And this is incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him. One of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well. And if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Ramsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. Back to throw is Carter on 1st and 10. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Von Bell. And the Cardinals are right back in this football game. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. You got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Carter looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Carter now throwing again.
A quick pass to Kupp.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Rams are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the...
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Here's Murray from midfield.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On 2nd and 10. Murray.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And this is caught inside the 5.
Justin Jefferson.
And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock.
Complete to Justin Jefferson. A big game on the play brings up 2nd.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Here's Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now this likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
Here's Murray. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Njoku, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. And this is caught. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour, and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense